Oh, I'm streaming on Twitch? No way. Okay, so the first time I played MLSwear, it was not pretty. Not good for me. I was still trying to get used to, like, just neutral inputting things. And I got an accidental super. That's what stuck out the most. So right now, it looks like I'm not doing a lot. But I am absolutely looking for anti-airs. I'm trying to present the threat of Kokus and Tekis without actually doing them. Go back. See right here, I was standing in a range. Right now I'm building meter with Bushinsho, and this is encouraging him to do Nitro Charge. And then I don't think that builds meter, but this could have been a good poke. I could have ran into it. But once he whiffs that, I dash up and I have some advantage from his recovery. So again, this is like the idea of being in neutral, but you still have frame advantage once they whiff something if you're not able to punish the recovery of it. So I could have whiff punished this with crouching roundhouse, but what happens is that I see him in the process of doing something that the result could be something else. He could have done the flip here, he could have done more, he could have ran it at me further, but instead he anticipates that I would go closer to him, or maybe I would generally be closer to him, and this whiffs. I could have slid from here. I could have punished it with a slide. And yeah, this is the old Hakan player. What up, DBC? So from here, I could have whiff punished it with a slide, but I realized that I didn't see it in time, so I dashed up instead. And at this point, it looks like we recover at about the same time. But yeah, my crouching medium punch might have lost to him if he was mashing a jab, actually. But that was the idea there. Crouching medium punch, standing light kick. It's actually not a great frame trap. Actually against Abigail, it's okay. It's so crazy how often Abigail players use crouching jab instead of standing jab. Because crouching jab is 6 frames and standing jab is 5, but crouching jab has a little bit more range. That could have been even worse. He could have got the grab off of that. So that jump there, this jump was supplemented by my run. So let's take a look at this. Let's see exactly what happens. Abigail smash, I should back recover, right? Yep, back recover, he doesn't have anything. He's trying to go for the normal recovery and trying to crush counter it, but I know from playing Abigail myself that the back recovery, Abigail just doesn't have anything meaningful off of it. So I go for the back recovery. Standing hard punch, I switch. And then because I'm so close to the corner, I want to find a way out. And I don't want to close myself into I don't want to give him too much freedom to advance. So I do a run slide. The idea here is to present the threat of a slide or something like an overhead. And then jump over him just to escape the corner. But during... Hey, Major Hand with the sub. Welcome to the lab. Much appreciated. So the idea is to present a threat just so I can jump over him. This might make him crouch block and then maybe try to jab and then I jump over him and just get out of the corner. That's my main goal here. Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. But instead, he's already in the process of doing something else. And then I hit crouching hard punch. It looks like I do it again. So what he could have done in this moment, if he was seeing that he parried something, he could have grabbed me from here, and that would have been a nightmare. The Bay Area Sunrise grab, the command grab off of this run, when he dashes up, I think it depends on EX or non-EX. He's either +2 or +3, maybe +3 or +4. I don't remember correctly. But that command grab is devastating. And instead, he gets the dynamite punch, which is okay. It still punishes. What probably happened was he was looking to zone in on me with that nitro charge punch, with the dynamite punch, like he did earlier, but it whiffed. But this time, he was already programmed to think it. So he just punished with what was on his mind. Not unlike when Tokido jumped at his opponent with that standing medium kick. He used it as an anti-air when he probably meant to use it to cross Nakali up when he dashed at him, if he dashed at him. So, I mean, maybe you can say in the same way, did he option select that? A little bit. So I do the same thing. I run stop, and then I jump over him, right? And at that point, he already whiffed the crouching jab. He can't anti-air me. So I not only escape the corner, but I put him in enough block stun that I can start a pressure string. And then my standing medium punch counter hits off of this crouching jab. And I get the walk up standing medium punch. Not easy to do. Now see, I used the V skill. I was hoping that it would be enough to complete the V trigger meter. But it wasn't. But in any case, it's still going to give me my V trigger sooner. If I block a crouching medium punch, if I block, giant flip, I'm going to be able to use my V trigger. So in this way, I can manage that resource. I can even use a V reversal, so I can start building my V trigger back again and get the advantage from that V reversal. But this is absolutely fine to get this corner position here. What's going on, Asian Mix 101? Ew, that was tight. That was tough. This could have been very bad. First of all, I didn't complete the combo here. I could have done standing light punch into light kick bond, That would have gave me some space. It wouldn't have got me out the corner. But my goal, I can probably tell you what I thought here. I thought he would have blocked this cross-up. And then I would have had to have gone into another Bushin flip to escape the corner. But instead, maybe what I was thinking here was doing grab instead to switch sides too. But this was just a heel. This is a huge misplay by me. This doesn't even hit him. But he doesn't punish it either. And I get a put him in a block string. Crouching jab and a crouching medium punch is pretty good against 4-frame. Actually, it's really good against 4-frame characters. 3-frame character can interrupt in between this, but Abigail cannot do that. Maybe he can parry. Maybe, if he's crazy enough. You can hear me. You like all these accidents? Yeah, I was skeptical. So here's what happened in the process of me hitting that V-trigger. So I get the stun combo here, and I activate V-trigger. This is less than optimal. If I'm seeing this standing medium punch and a hard punch, if I'm seeing that hit, there's no reason for me to waste that activation. I'm just so... Because of what happened earlier, I'm a little bit disheveled, and I'm looking for a way to regain control. But I'm not necessarily looking for hit confirming, block confirming. So I do standing medium punch and a standing hard punch because it's good on block or hit. But it turns out that this stunned him, so I wasted my V-trigger activation. Even though it helped me get more situational awareness from doing that. So what happened when I did this combo, it did less damage. But as I'm doing this combo, while I'm doing this, I'm building the super and I'm assessing in his life bar if it's going to be enough to actually kill him. Now I know it's hard to see here. I know most characters, when they're a little bit below half of their stun bar point, if I super them, it is very likely to kill them. But I know Abigail has a lot more health. He has more like mitigation, like more guts kind of thing. The super was not as likely to kill him. So I want to save it. Because if I use his super, I'm going to give him more meter. He already has V-trigger activated. But not only am I using my super to not kill him, I'm not able to have other things like run stop, EX run stop, EX Koku. I don't have those tools anymore. And I give him a bigger chance of making a comeback. That's a good, decent grab. I kind of back off. I probably shouldn't have backed off there. See, exactly right here. You see this? If I knew what I knew earlier today, crouching hard punch into this, maybe I have enough time. If I did crouching hard punch here, it would have crush countered him, right? Yep. And that probably alone would have killed him. But instead, I'm stuck here with super. I can guarantee you the only thing that I'm thinking about right now is using the super. Yeah, I'm a Hawkeye. Oh, that's a bad slide. That's such an awful slide. I'm Hawkeyeing for him to charge something into an unblockable so I can kill him with super. Now, this is an online match. I have to experiment and find new things. Like, not really find new things, but implement things that I haven't done before. So I'm eager to find something like activating the super off of his armor. Because I need to practice it. But I got too fixated on it. And then I did a slide because maybe I felt like he was being too, maybe he was walking up to me too much. And the slide would potentially kill him. But this slide could have cost me big time. Crouching short. He could have punished with EX Abigail punch off of that crouching short. Ugh, that crouching medium kick. Yeah, I'm salty. I'm salty because I had V-trigger there. Oh, I can tell you exactly why I'm salty. I can pinpoint the exact moment. When I do the slide and he doesn't kill me, it gives me V-trigger. This crouching short, it should have went into an Abigail punch. But maybe he wasn't sure if he was going to punish or whatnot. But in any case, now I know for sure I can do slide safely. I can slide and activate. I dash up. Okay, see, I dash up because I have V-trigger now. So now I think maybe he thinks I might slide. And then maybe I try to do like a backdash and then super, that kind of thing. And then activate. I have some little tricks there. But in any case, he may have just been like on the offensive mode. And that's what killed me. I think this was a slide here. I tried to go for the slide here, right? If I had to guess, this is probably a slide. And then my slide got outpoked by something. Let's see the slow motion. Let's see. This is where I dash up, crouching. No, he just beat the dash up, crouching. He didn't confirm off of it. This is probably where I tried to slide. But in any case, he hit me standing. So, regardless of what I was thinking about doing and what actually happened, you get the slow motion disappointed face. Oh, I had enough to chip kill him too. So I could have done something like slide, activate, I Dante chip damage, then kill him with a super. That was my round to win in a lot of ways. But Also notice, I didn't use that super earlier. At least now I'm carrying it over to the next round. I still have these resources available to me. Not bad. That disappointment. Slow motion. So it's kind of an awkward spot for me to be in. Usually when I play Abigail, I'm building meter to encourage him to come towards me to do an unsafe jump. But I already have super available. So it's like, okay, now how do I approach him? This is like the thing I need to do if he's being defensive. I tried to use a light punch horizontal to anti-air it. Did not work out. I think it might be too slow. Might be just too slow in that situation. Oh, if I would have done the OS there, that would have been so powerful here. I just didn't do it. I can probably explain why I didn't do it too. Okay, Zeku. Then I jump after. I have some advantage on this Bushin flip, so I jump over him. This is not a good jump at all. So I realize in the moment that I should not be in the corner like this, right? So I go for a string. I do crouching jab and a standing hard punch. Because crouching jab and a standing hard punch or standing medium punch can potentially counter hit my opponent, this might convince them to not hit a button in between that. So then I can get away with using standing hard punch. Standing hard punch is better to use with the Bushin flip because it causes more block stun. So let me show you. I do the Bushin flip here to get out of the corner. I do EX Bushin flip, but it happens to crush counter him. Now, that crouching jab and a standing hard punch will lose to 4 frames. So maybe he did something something with more startup, or he reacted later and did crouching short in the not reversal timing. I guess the math on that, I think I'm plus 2 on crouching jab. Standing hard punch is 9, so that's a 7 frame window. So that means he could have done crouching short 3 or 4 frames late in that crush counter. Actually, we might be able to see exactly what he did if I find the right frame. There's the jump over. The crouching jab hit him. Oh, so crouching jab on hit is different. So let's see exactly. Crouching jab, standing hard punch. He parried. Oh, he did a down parry. Why would he do that? Maybe it was an accident. Wow. So when you Bushin flip here, EX, you do have advantage on both of these knockdowns. You can actually decide between which side you want to land on if they do normal recovery. But that wasn't the case here. It was already set in stone that I was going to do a Bushin flip with the purpose to cross sides so I wouldn't put myself in the corner. Because I made that mistake earlier. But it turns out he does a back recovery and I can't switch sides on that. So then I just continue with the pressure string. Ow. Ow, I got stomped. Mayday. Mayday. Calling all cards. I'm back in the corner. But I do have full resources. Oh, okay. Here's what happened. I thought he would command grab. Actually, he timed it wrong. I thought he would command grab. So I thought he would either command grab or go for a charged armor. How do you say it? Jeez. Unblockable. So I jump into the corner because I intend to actually jump away, use the wall jump. But as I see him in a command grab recovery, I decide not to do it. And then I jump down with jumping medium kick. And then from here, I probably had to use standing medium punch to combo. Oh, but it didn't work. Maybe I couldn't. Maybe I hit him too high. But in any case, I still have the V-trigger activation available, so I can still make this safe, right? Yep. Oh, that's so good. I can kill him with chip damage here. Okay, I didn't need to. I'm really silent. I could have killed him with chip damage, but he didn't block low on that meaty slide. If that slide was blocked, I can cancel it into Idante. This is a unique knockdown. I'll talk about it a little bit. So this standing medium punch will combo into itself on counter hit. It'll also counter hit 3 frame characters. So I go into EX Koku because this is still a good block string. If they block the first one and get hit by the second one, the EX Koku will combo. If it doesn't combo, I'm still +1. I'm +1 on block. And against this 4 frame character, I have advantage on +1. But what happens is he gets counter hit by the first one, and then it combos the Jakura here. I can choose to cross up or hit them in front. So if they back recover, if I do the front flip, if I do the kick portion, that'll meaty them. If they normal recover, I'll hit behind them. But it's very likely to hit them because most people haven't experienced this setup. But the problem is if he normal recovered and blocked, that would put me in the corner. But he back recovered, which isn't a bad idea because outside of this mix-up, it's hard to catch up to the back recovery and have something like a throw. But when I do this Bujin flip, now I have Oki on that back throw on that back recovery because I have frame advantage off of this. I don't even know if he can parry from here. If he can parry this and it's not a meaty, as if it's not a meaty. So right here I have advantage, and from there I get throw. I throw him. He's in the corner. This is a big. How did this happen? How did I? Oh, I think I did dash up standing medium punch. Was it dash up standing medium punch? There's so many things to explain in this one situation. Wow, I didn't dash up immediately. He whiffed a crouching jab, and then I dashed up. And then, so what tends to happen is when your opponent is in a defensive mode, if they're trying to keep you at bay with something like crouching jab, sometimes I'll sneak in a dash. When they're not ready for it, they'll try to continue what they were doing, but they're coming from a recovery animation, or at least it's like they're still recovering mentally. He's already recovered from the jab, but he's thinking about ways to keep me out. So when I think he did a crouching jab here. I can be sure. I might upload this to YouTube. This is this is going pretty well. What do you guys think? Upload this to YouTube. So let me skip it a little bit. Okay, right here. Dash up. He did another parry. He did a low parry. Yeah, I don't think it works like that. That's interesting. I would have never thought he tried to parry there. But yeah, that's probably something you have to stand parry. And this results here. That's +4 at best. I get the grab. Well, he tries to cross me up. Wow, he's not in a good position at all. Wow, you see some rollback? Wow. This is why Zeku is a very powerful character right here. Crouching medium punch hit is he's trying to jump out the corner with a cross up, right? How did that happen? Here's the grab. What did I do here? Standing hard punch? No, I did walk up and throw. Okay. Walk up and throw. All right, I'll upload it. Walk up and throw. He jumps, which is actually the right choice here. But I recover. I mean, it's a good choice if I do something like a throw because he'll be invulnerable to the throw and potentially cross me up and then put me in the corner. He needs something like this to make a comeback. But my standing medium punch anti-aired him from there. So yeah, I put him back in the corner. And then, you know, he resets. Standing medium punch hits again, counter hit. And then I confirm a standing light kick. I could have actually stunned him if I did another standing hard punch. So at this point, if I were him, I would be really frustrated with the decisions that I made. I've made so many wrong decisions, and that was totally an accident. That cross up there, that was totally an accident. I would be so frustrated with the position that I'm in, and I wouldn't know what to do next. So at this position, it's like I have complete control. And then I accidentally jump. I meant to just jump over him so that if he supered, it might whiff. But I think the truth is, if he does a super here, it would hit me. But even if he supered me, it's not that bad because I'm so far ahead. But this was totally an accident. What happened was I jumped over him, and then for some reason, I input the other direction. I meant to do a cross up, but that cross up turned into this total accident. And this could have costed me. He might have been able to jab anti-air me. He could have done the cool kid, right? He could have done the standing jab, activate, cross under. That was a really dangerous overhead there. He could have hit me during the startup of it. He could have charged up an armor move and then hit me for the big, top 5 Zeku. Abigail, top 5. Ibuki, top 5. Nakali, top 5. Kuma, top 5. Laura, top 5. Gal, top 5. Oh, this will be the Inception. This will be total Inception. I'm uploading a YouTube video of me playing on Twitch, of me commentating on Twitch about that YouTube video. So, the block strings that I was using there, they are interruptible. But since I have real frame traps behind them, it makes you hesitate to not want to hit a button. See from right here. Actually, from there, that crouching jab would have counter hit him, but I wouldn't have gotten a whole lot off of them. I would not have gotten a whole lot. That crouching jab counter hit, my crouching medium punch is probably too far away anyway, so I don't know. I don't think I can get anything. So to that effect, it might be if your opponent as Zeku does standing medium punch from too far, it might not be a bad idea to challenge it because if I get a counter hit, I don't know what I can really do to combo unless I do 2 standing medium punches and then combo into the slide. That could be a thing. That could be the thing. Crouching hard punch, fishing for crush counters, random slide, build some meter, medium punch, medium punch, medium punch. There we go. That catches so many people, and it should not. But this is like one of those things. It's hard for me to say that I'm doing it more intelligently than somebody else who's doing it randomly, because it looks exactly the same. But I'll try to explain it. Because of all the other times that I've set up block strings where my opponent is being, they're like looking for openings, and then you give them a clear opening. This standing hard punch into the slide is unsafe. I can be punished for this without doing anything. Like, he can punish me without counter hitting me. I think this is, it's at least -3. It might be -4, maybe even more. It's probably -3, because the EX actually is safe at -2, and I think there's a 1 frame difference between both run stops. So this is probably -3. In which case, Abigail can't actually punish it. He can't, but he has advantage. But you have to be ready. You got to see this actually happening. A lot of people aren't familiar with Zeku and this kind of thing, and the timing where I do it, it's tough for him to see this, especially as Abigail. He has to hit crouching short here, but instead he might have. My crouching short is actually 5 frames, so that was actually 8 frames to start up in a way, because I was -3 when I did that. But in any case, that gave me space. It put him in the corner. I think I ended it with V skill, so it gave me some V trigger meter. This is so devastating, and now he's not even ready for Bujin flips. I don't know what Abigail can do outside of parry, which is risky. Standing jab, maybe. This seems like a really tough situation for Abigail. I guess he could EX Nitro Charge while I'm in the air. He's in a tough spot. That's meaty. This target combo in the corner, if you do hard punch Bushinsho, it's a meaty for both knockdowns against 4 frame characters. If it's a 3 frame character, it'll trade on normal recovery, and you can super off of that trade. But this would have beaten both knockdowns. He stays on the ground. He's in such a tough spot. So right here, I can walk up throw or standing medium punch counter hit. Standing medium punch and counter hit him. That was a really good V. He needed that V reversal. Well, I don't know. It's hard to argue both sides. He needs the V trigger to win the match for the comeback factor. He needs the V reversal to address that throw situation. When I do hard punch Bushinsho, I'm not in throw range. I have to walk up to do it. But if you do standing light kick and I hit standing medium punch, that counter hit would have killed him. So the V reversal was the safest thing to do and have some advantage and escape the corner and at least attempt to find something, that he could, squeeze in a comeback. Oh, it's too far. What I could have done here for absolute, confirmation to punish this, I could have ran up and slid, but I would have got less damage. So I tried to just dash up twice and then punish it with the target combo, which is a little bit faster than crouching medium punch by 1 frame. But I was just too far. This happens sometimes with the hard punch whips. It's no bueno. Maybe crouching medium punch into the X Zanto, which is still unsafe if it didn't hit. But just not sure of the situation. Not sure. Slide activation, throw. So the range, when you do slide activation with Zeku, so notice there's still some recovery. When I hit him with the slide, I don't activate it immediately. I'm trying to confirm if it's blocked or if it's hit. So it's possible that this slide does not have frame advantage when I activate. It's possible that it doesn't have that it doesn't have advantage, but it's like me and my opponent both really don't know. I can have up to, I think, 6 + 6, somewhere around there, and I can be punishably negative if I activate it too late. But in any case, throw. Ooh, neutral jump on the slide. If I did the slide earlier, I would have actually meated him, which would have been okay. Still don't know how to punish Abigail giant flips. Oh, the throw was too late. It would have beat the nitro charge. Yeah, right now it looks like I'm freestyling, but I'm kind of panicking. I'm making a lot of misplays because the throw whiffs. The throw whiffs, and I've learned from the best. I've learned from the best from playing this game online that when your throw whiffs, you mash on a crouching or standing light something, and it probably is going to counter hit your opponent. So he does EX nitro charge. And then what happens? Oh, man. I must have counter hit him out of a throw or something. because he could have went through this with armor as well. And I could have comboed off of this crouching medium punch, but the situation is so far in the rearview mirror, I don't know what's going on right now. So I'm trying to make something else happen. I go for something else, right? I try to reset the situation and go for a different block string. I do a standing medium punch, that's block, standing hard punch. And then from here, I kind of have a grasp on where I'm at. And I go for the run stop. This run stop is -2. This is -2 on block. But if it counter hits, you can actually combo off of it. You can combo off of it. I'll show you. Let me show you. So we got counter hit on, and we're gonna have them stand there. You can actually combo off of this. 2 hits. You can do. It's +4. That's +4. So if I want to build V trigger meter, I can do standing short, right? If I want to do damage, I think I can do standing short into the target combo. That does more damage. Both of the knockdowns are pretty good. But yeah, if this is blocked, I'm only -2. If it hits them, I should be +2. So I have advantage. It's a really good thing to do, I think. And if you block it and then you try to take your turn back for -2, and I slide like an idiot, I can punish you for trying to address the situation. If I slide like an idiot. So in any case, if my opponent is not ready for this to begin with, or if they're trying to jump away, that kind of thing, if they're not crouch blocking, this hits so often online. This crouching short, which is also 5 frames, so that's like 7. I could have punished. I intentionally did that. But I messed up the punish here. If you run stop at the right time, you can punish this V reversal. I just messed that up. I stopped too late. This could be bad. Yep, I have to guess there. I have to guess. I have to guess between command grab and I think meaty standing light kick on EX Bay Area Sunrise. Had to guess. And I could have closed that round out if I punished the V reversal like I trained. Standing roundhouse to meaty. If that crush countered, he would have been in big trouble. Big trouble. But he's blocking because MLSwear is a good player. And that whole blocking thing, you gotta express it sometimes. Oh, okay, I can talk about that knockdown too. So I know Abigail doesn't have a lot of options after a neutral throw. This is actually a back throw, which is worse. I think this is +6. So I suspect that he might do a crouching medium kick. If I recall correctly, I think I wait. I don't do a reversal jump. I think I wait. I could be totally wrong about this. I think when I get off the ground, yeah, I wait a few frames, and then I jump forward. All right? Yep. I don't reversal jump. I block because he might do something like crouching medium kick. And then I jump forward. Because let's say that crouching medium kick, it whiffs. Now I'm jumping at him and he's in a recovery state and I can take advantage of that and then get something off of this jump in. So while I'm in the air, I see that he's also in the air. So I try to air with jumping medium punch to get the juggle off of it. But this situation didn't really... Neither of us really communicated well our intentions. We both had reasons behind it. This medium punch giant flip, I think... I know hard punch has advantage, but the medium punch, I don't think so. And that looks like a medium punch giant flip. So right now, I am only looking for jump-ins. Right here, when I'm standing at this space, I'm specifically looking for light punch horizontal. And he might identify this. And he does a neutral jump. Nice parry. There it is. Ooh. Yep, just activating the V trigger. Again with a throw. Meaty slide. Maybe he's trying to jump again. Slide again. This is really tough. This is actually not a good situation. That -2. It's also bad because my super isn't enough to kill him. This sequence is pretty good. I had to cancel that because he blocked it. So I'm kind of forced to do this. The other thing that I can do is crouching jab from the Idante. Crouching jab only. That's even on block, I think. Let me verify that. I think Idante crouching jab from Zeku is even on block. It might be -1, but I think it's even. Where is it? Standing jab, crouching light punch, even on block. So that's actually not bad against Abigail. That's not bad. So that would have been a better thing to do, because instead I'm forcing myself to be in a situation where I'm -2, and I don't have him in range where if I do a super, it will kill him. It won't kill him. And I did a jab. I did a jab because I have a super available. It might encourage him to block. But, you know, it might be... He might be thinking far ahead, and he might be willing to take that super. Yeah, because I don't have V-Trigger. If I super him, it's not that bad, because I don't have knockdown Okizeme. I can't slide into V-Trigger safely. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, I could have used Control F there, couldn't I? Control F. So this could be a disaster. So, again, once again, EX Abigail punch. This is still not good unless you're in the corner in terms of the back recovery. And I know this. So I back recover. And I think at this time I still had the 10 frame back recovery. 10 more frame. So he has to do something a little bit wild. Did he dash twice? He might have dashed twice. He tried to force a play there if he did dash twice. He did dash twice. Yep, crouching short. Maybe he was trying to present the threat of a command grab, and that crouching short was the answer to me jumping away. I actually did get counter hit. But this situation here, where... Whoa! I forgot I did that. So this is what happened. This situation is dangerous. And those 2 dashes, you can kind of use that as an indication to where your opponent's mindset is at. I wasn't there, but you can see he's in this aggressive mode where something like EX Nitro Charge, he's not opposed to doing it. But I did dash at him, so he may have reacted to the dash and then tried to throw me here. What I was thinking was fish for crouching medium punch and then super. Because I felt like maybe it'll be in range where the crouching medium punch will put him in range for the super. I'm pretty sure my super won't kill him here. I'm almost 100% sure that this super is not enough to kill him. Actually, that hit kind of weird. Might be enough. Not even close. Kind of close. Okay. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. As old Zeku, walk up standing hard punch could potentially be a... It could potentially be a crush counter versus 3 frame. But I did walk up, walk backwards, and crouching hard punch. And it turns out that baited the throw. But it also turns out I can't really throw from walking up. I have to walk up way too much to really pull it off. So this is a bit of unfamiliar... a bit of an unfamiliar situation. So I got a little bit lucky that worked out the way it did. And I guess... Yep. I felt pretty good about it. It does feel good to have Zeku... a lot of Zeku figured out and the ability to implement it while I'm playing. It's like... I was on a podcast earlier today with the philosopher. I did a show with him. And I talked about how... learning fighting games is a little bit like learning how to play an instrument or like playing the piano. Let's say you got anti-airs and you got neutral. You got anti-air and you got neutral. When you're playing piano, you get your left and right hand. It's hard to do both at the same time, to use your left and right hand to play piano. So if you're trying to anti-air and play neutral at the same time, somebody who's learning how to play piano is going to have a tough time doing both. So you have to separate them and do them individually. And then when you bring them together, you're actually still not done. You have to learn how to express what you're actually... You have to do something that's musically... I mean, you don't have to, right? You want to be able to put both of those ideas together in a way that's expressive. So just using that example, neutral and anti-air. Once I can put those together, now I can start adding another hand, I guess you could say. And that's coming together with me with Zeku. And it feels pretty good. It's a good body of work. I'm enjoying the process. So yeah, this is a rewarding feeling for me to put this together and be able to improvise. So like where you can kind of compare classical music. I want to be able to play classical and play jazz. I want to be able to see a group of chord changes and be able to improvise the way I feel in the moment and have complete mastery of the instrument here. And it's good. Feels all right.